Okay, are we live? Stream. Wait, chat देखने दो. We are live. Okay.
So much for God's love. They chased off a crying woman from their doorstep.
इसको पैसा दिया वही में. पैसा मतलब खाना दिया हो. खाना या क्या था? Decoction. इसका पेट अभी भी दर्द कर रहा है क्या?
You're Zdeněk, right? They say you're the steward here. I need to find out something about Blazena.
She's lying in the infirmary. What's it to you?
She's in a bad way. Master Albik is treating her, but to work out what's wrong, I need to know what she's been doing lately.
Oh, I see. That's different. What do you want to know, then?
What sort of work does Blazena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid, so she does whatever needs doing.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? Women aren't allowed in. But she still manages to get where she's not allowed.
What do you mean by that?
It'll sound terrible with her being sick now.
Whatever it is, out with it.
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going missing from the pantry, and she and I are the only ones with a key. I was just about to throw her out, but then she fell ill.
Where does Blazena sleep? I'd like to take a look at her room.
What for? How do I know you won't nick something?
Excuse me? I can bring Master Albic here if you like, but he's got better things to do. Like saving Blazena and the others.
All right, no need to shout. Blazena sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs. Her bed and chest are by the window.
I'll take a look there if that's all right. Who was Blazena closest with here?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to separate them more than once so they'd stop chatting and get to work.
And how do I recognise Valerie?
Easy. She's the only blonde among the maids.
And where do I find Valerie?
That's her, standing over there. But listen, don't tell her what I suspect. She might take it the wrong way.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
You know what's going on with Joachim, I believe. I went to him to get some sage for cooking.
They're sitting in there reading about a burning bush.
That's a lot of coin. Suspiciously much for a common maid.
Mother Mary.
Aye. So I've heard.
What's the matter with her? I need to find something out about Blazena. And they say you know her better than anyone.
Well, we share a room, but we're not that close, really. Why?
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward, but he wasn't very helpful.
Zdeněk? I don't know. I doubt I'll tell you anything he hasn't already.
What is it? Why are you suddenly on edge?
When Blazena fell ill, I was there. I sleep right next to her. What if I caught it too?
Don't pretend. You were calm until I said your steward sent me.
Shh! Quiet!
What is it?
I'll tell you something, but not in front of him. If he heard, he'd skin me alive.
As long as I'm here, he won't touch you. You've got nothing to fear.
That's just it. You're not here forever. One day you'll leave, and then what'll happen to me?
I don't think Zdeněk will forget about me so easily.
All right then.
Men hun night.
Zdeněk tell you about Blazena.
Not much, really. Just that she's a maid and all that. That's why I was hoping you'd tell me more.
Did he try telling you she's a thief?
And is she?
That scoundrel. I knew he'd try feeding you lies.
How can you be so sure Zdeněk lied to me?
Because I caught him red-handed. I saw him going through Blazena's things. Her chest.
You think he was looking for something?
Maybe. I saw him take something out of her chest.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hands. But it must have been something small. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
Do you know where Zdeněk sleeps? Maybe I should have a look.
We live in the same house. Me and Blazena sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs, just opposite the door.
And what sort of cellar is it?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that's where the monastery wine is kept. There are a few rooms down there, and only Zdeněk has a key to some of them.
Sounds like a perfect place to stash stolen goods. But why would Zdeněk lie about Blaženna stealing?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately he's been giving her a hard time. I think he wants to get rid of her.
Now? When poor Blaženna's ill?
That's just grist to his mill. The poor lass can't even defend herself, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Why would the steward want to get rid of an ordinary maid?
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his face. Serves him right.
Did Blaženna have a sweetheart?
That? I'm not entirely sure.
So someone's been sniffing round her?
I only ever saw her once, chatting cheerfully in the doorway of the monastery with some monk.
Monks aren't supposed to talk to women, right?
And I haven't told anyone but you about it, and you keep it to yourself too. Blaženna's got it hard enough as it is.
Where did Blaženna usually go around the monastery?
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only she go?
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key, so she was the only one who had access to it.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you about. The one I saw Zdeněk run into.
That'll do for now. I'll take a look in that cellar and see what I can find.
Right, but how is all this supposed to help Blaženna get better?
Well, to be honest, I don't know myself. But Master Albik said to find out what I can.
And how is Blaženna doing?
Don't worry about her. Albik treated King Wenceslas himself. Illnesses don't scare him.
If you say so, that does make me feel better. Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirits. And her laugh. Without her, it's so horribly quiet here.
Farewell, my friend.
So that guy is fucking lying. समझ गया? Search the
These must be barrels from Lorca. That's a lot of water. What's Zdeněk using it for?
cooling session. Most likely. ये कुछ है ही नहीं.
Why is there wine spilled everywhere? Someone's been hammering these barrels shut. An empty wine barrel. Of course. Now I get it. Steward Zdeněk's watering down the monastery wine. If the abbot found out about this, he'd throw him out.
Oh no, watering down.
I know you're watering down the monastery wine.
I beg your pardon?
Don't act like you didn't hear. You know exactly what I meant.
You feeling all right? Maybe you should lie down.
I saw your cellar,
What? But no one's allowed down there.
and I know exactly why. Now we're gonna have a little chat.
All right. But not here. Come with me, if anyone heard you.
Where are we going?
to the hop field. There's no one there now. No one will hear us.
Fine, let's go. But don't try anything.
I'm not stupid.
Reading about a burning bush. Oh, well, I'm here burning from the inside. They couldn't care less.
What the hell? ये क्यों खुल गया? परफॉर्मेंस मॉड ड्रॉप करें तो स्टीम का weird. सेव नहीं होगा.
Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So, what have you got to say about the wine?
Me? Nothing. And I'll make sure you don't say anything either.
And what if I don't keep quiet?
Oh, you will. One way or another.
पहले सुता ही कर गए.
That stick doesn't frighten me.
You haven't had a good hiding in a while, have you?
No, I haven't. And do you know why?
I don't. And I don't care.
अबे भाई.
Yourself. You're mine! I yield!
बार-बार ये परफॉर्मेंस मॉड क्यों खोल रहा है?
All right, enough. I clearly misjudged you.
I'd say so.
What do you want from me?
Why did you lie to me about Blazena? About her stealing?
What's Blazena got to do with all this anyway? Did that bitch tell you something?
Don't speak about her like that. You hear me? The poor girl might die. And anyway, why would she tell me anything?
Because she figured it out too. One time I forgot to lock the cellar door behind me and she caught me at it.
So that's why you lied about her? So no one would believe her if she gave you away? You're a right bastard. You know that?
Go to hell.
They say you were rummaging through her chest. And you took something.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Don't deny it. They saw you. So what did you take?
Well, this key.
Hand it over. Why did you take it in the first place? Do you even know what it's for?
It's for the monastery cellar.
You mean your cellar?
No, it's the key to the cellar under the monastery.
But how would Blazena get something like that? Women aren't even allowed in the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Christ. And that's all you know?
That's it, I swear.
All right, I believe you. Now get out.
Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot about the wine. He'd have me hanged, or kicked out if I'm lucky. But if I stay here at the monastery, I could be useful to you.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all sorts. Lockpicks and other handy things.
We'll see. I'll think about it. But now clear off.
भाई ये क्या परफॉर्मेंस वापस वापस
I'm sorry.
टीम का पता नहीं ओवरले बार बार खोल रहा है और नो रीजन ऑटोमेटिकली
Let me give you a piece of advice. Stay away from...
I'm sorry.
My humble respects.
Greetings. What would you like?
Your brother Crispin, right? I'm here about Yaroslav. I heard he works here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible loss if... But no. Such thoughts help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. What exactly was Yaroslav doing here?
He's working on a translation of a book that came to us all the way from Genoa. While he was well, he spoke of nothing else. He knows Latin, Italian, and French. And thanks to his work, we have several valuable translated volumes in the library.
What book was he translating?
It's called the Decameron.
And what's the Decameron about?
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in Italian as Yaroslav. I was waiting for him to finish the translation, but he spoke of it as a groundbreaking work of indescribable value. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond their worldly suffering. He was so excited he barely ate or slept, just kept working. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation and assigned his other duties to others.
Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful, he's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. Who here knew Yaroslav better?
Most likely, Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Thanks.
Till we meet again.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings. It's almost empty. What was Yaroslav working on all those days?
It's driving me nuts. बंद करना होगा. कहाँ गया? Performance. Performance overlay. Off. ओके अभी आना नहीं चाहिए. मैं वॉशरूम से आया. एक सेकंड. back. Back, new messages. None. भाई तो प्रिजन बना हुआ है लिटरली.
My respects.
Plans of the cellars. What did he need those for?
Open our hearts and minds.
My humble respects.
To you we cry. Show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb.
और शीशों को देख के तो प्रे क्यों कर रहा है बात. What?
At your service, sir.
इसका voice. At your service. भाई.
What do you know about Brother Yaroslav? The librarian said you knew him better than anyone.
That's right. We joined the monastery at the same time and just got on somehow.
How does Yaroslav spend his time when he's not in the scriptorium?
Why are you even asking?
Master Albic put me up to it. He's treating him now. He said it might help if we knew more about Yaroslav.
I see. And how is he? Is the treatment working?
He'll definitely pull through. After all, he's in the care of the royal physician.
Really? Well, that puts me more at ease. What did you want to know?
How does Yaroslav spend his time?
Same as all of us. Work, prayer, studying the scriptures, and sleep. Yaroslav is completely immersed in his books. He's currently translating a new one from Italian. It's called the Decameron. He often stays in the scriptorium late into the night because of it. Shows up for morning prayers with his hands, sometimes even his nose, stained with ink.
And what does he do all night that he doesn't even sleep?
He copies or translates. It's no easy job, it takes focus, and at night no one disturbs him.
What's the matter? You suddenly all prickly.
I just don't like where this is going. Yaroslav just works hard, that's all. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sounds more like you're hiding something from me. And I think I might have hit on something, eh?
You don't know a thing.
Really? Then how do you explain that in all that time, he's barely translated a few words?
What makes you say that?
Well, simple. The book is still lying in the scriptorium, and when I opened it, it was practically empty.
That's... You must be mistaken.
Why don't you believe me?
I do. I just don't want you going around and slandering Yaroslav left and right.
That's really not my aim. But I think I might be onto something. I just don't yet know what. And if you
अरे वो भी बना. I just know, but I can't prove it, meme.
probably have to ask the librarian again.
Wait, don't say anything to Crispin.
Oh? And why not?
Because he simply wouldn't understand. Oh dear. Promise you really won't tell anyone.
Word of honor. Now talk.
All right. I just hope Yaroslav forgives me. One night, he accidentally woke me. The door to his cell creaks horribly. I already suspected his translation was taking oddly long, so I followed him that night. At first, it looked like he was heading to the scriptorium, but after he went down the stairs, he turned right and went down into the cellars. But when I went in after him, I couldn't see him anymore. I lost him in the dark.
And you've no idea where he might have gone?
Not a clue. As far as I know, it's just barrels of wine down there. And empty wine barrels.
Why didn't you want to tell me?
Because I just don't want Yaroslav to get expelled from the monastery.
Just for going to the cellar? That doesn't mean anything.
What if he was meeting someone down there? Someone no one's supposed to see him with.
What,
Ladki.
a woman?
Well, I once saw him standing in the monastery doorway with some wench, and they looked like they were having a grand old chat.
And where exactly did you lose him in the cellars?
In the corridor leading to the scriptorium, at the passage to the stairs to the lower level.
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. Has Yaroslav spoken to Brother Stephen recently? About confession, maybe?
I don't think so. Yaroslav doesn't neglect prayer or fasting, but he only rarely resorts to confession.
So you mean he sins, but avoids confessing it?
He hardly sees anything as sin. How can I put it? He chose a life of asceticism, but he's not afraid to live. He once said, "Why would God create the world if he didn't want man to discover it?"
The wench you saw Yaroslav with, was her name Blazhena? Because she's now in the infirmary with that same illness.
I don't know. I was mainly looking at Yaroslav. I don't even know any of the maids by name.
That's enough for now.
It's back, the fucking performance meter. I'm losing. What can I do? Controller, default, install files, nothing. There is just nothing. Enable the Steam mobile in game. of it, but screenshot कैसे लूँगा? Oh my god, bro. Is there no solution for this shit? Hotkey disable करना है. Okay. Weird shit happens. Steam. Monastery का सेलर कहाँ है? ये क्या?
This must be where Yaroslav got lost when Celestin followed him. There's wine in the air. Someone must have spilled a cask. Someone's walked through the spilled wine.
बहुत बड़ा है सेलर इनका.
What the? Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
I should be the one asking you. Do you even know how I found this place?
No, I don't.
They say one of your brothers used to sneak in here. And one of the maids had a key to the door, too. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh no, you've got it all wrong.
Calm down. I'm not judging anyone. Both of them are seriously ill now. I'm just trying to help.
Christ's precious passion. May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek, we were writing a book here. All of us.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no, Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
Everyone I've talked to thinks Yaroslav is still working on it. Why didn't he tell anyone?
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized what it was really about. He became afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So Yaroslav was working on something new down here?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
Oh, I like that. I enjoy a good laugh just about any time.
And he would have got on well. Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
There's something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Tell me another one.
The monastery's rooster crow. Because he's taken a vow of silence too.
Tell me another one.
5 clergymen meet, and they've nothing to tell each other. Because they all turned up.
Brother, these jokes are ass. These jokes are ass.
Tell me another one.
How does an astrologer flag down a wagon?
No idea.
By his sign.
Tell me another one.
Some of our brothers have a lot in common with God when they're working. Everyone knows they exist, but no one's ever seen them.
Tell me another one.
The brothers are praying when suddenly the candle goes out. The novice gasps, "It's a sign." The older brother says, "Yes, that someone's breathing too hard."
Well, I'm not sure this is a good idea, but tell me another one.
A knight goes to confession and tells the priest, "I feel a great weight on me that won't let me sleep at night." The priest replies, Have you tried taking off your armor before going to bed?
Tell me another one.
What do you call it when someone robs a storeroom full of pulses, but then repents and puts everything back? Appeasement.
So fucking.
All right, that's enough. I'd like to ask you something else. Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and Brother Ernest, and also Blazina.
And what was Blazena doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blazena's just funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
Double.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill, too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
No, ci dice bravo. Yo.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes, at least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on her.
Wait. What about me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book. Please, don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong. But if he found out, he'd throw us out.
Why would I tell him? He didn't do anything wrong here.
Thank you. And may God protect you.
It's damp, chilly, but the air is clean. If the disease really spreads through foul air, then they must have caught it somewhere else. Loads of written parchments. They really must have been meeting here for a long time. I'm sorry?
My humble respects.
Christ! I'm too late. Some building plans. Looks like a church, and underneath, probably a crypt. I should tell Albic about this.
डेड बॉडी छुपा दो भाई. What? गेम में कुछ हो रहा है भाई. दरवाजा बंद दिखाता फिर बंद नहीं होता बात.
Oh, give it a rest, for Christ's sake. My head's killing me.
And my shoulder.
Albic,
What is it?
I found another infected.
You're not the only one. While you were gone, they brought in several more. So, where's your sick man?
I'm with the Lord now. I found him too late.
Lord have mercy. Do you at least know who it was?
One of the monks. His name was Ernest.
That's the second death today. Let's hope it's the last. The confessor's dead. Old Stephen.
कन्फेसर मर गया. What?
Oh, give it a rest, for Christ's sake. My head's killing me.
And my shoulder. It looks like we're even.
Correction.
About our little duel. One more thing.
Oh, give it a rest, for Christ's sake. My head's killing me.
And my shoulder. It looks like we're even.
Don't blame yourself.
Okay.
I'm sure you did everything you could to help him.
We tried, but sometimes there's just nothing we can do. At least we know he's no longer suffering. And what about you? Did you find out anything about the others who are sick? Do they have anything in common?
I found out that Ernest, Yaroslav, and Blazhena were meeting regularly. There's a secret copying workshop in the cellar.
A secret? But why? And what in God's name was she?
Oh,
doing there?
For Christ's sake, my head's killing me.
Well, it's a long story, but I know for sure they were meeting down there. Those three from the infirmary, and the overseer I found dead.
Very well. I believe you. That explains why those three got infected. Do you think it happened in their workshop? Did you notice dampness, mold, any strange smell or bad air?
Nothing like that. It was damp, but the air was otherwise clean.
In that case, someone must have brought the illness to them.
But who?
Probably Ernest. If he died first, it would make sense.
Or maybe the illness just killed him faster because he was older. Like the confessor.
That's possible too.
I found some jewelry in Stephen's cell. It looked quite old.
Jewelry? Where would he have got that from?
He might have stolen it. But given how strict he was about the seal of confession, it doesn't seem likely. Maybe someone else stole it. But guilt caught up with him, and he gave it to Stephen during confession.
Maybe. But surely we'd have heard about such a theft by now. Unless...
They stole it from someone who can't tell anyone anymore. Do you think we've got a murderer here?
I've no idea. It's all just guesswork.
So, what are we going to do now?
We'll go to the abbot. You, Zacharias, and I. This is getting out of hand, and the number of sick keeps rising.
To the abbot? Right now?
You think waiting will solve anything?
You've all come. That can't mean anything good.
The truth is, more are falling ill and the infirmary's filling up fast.
We're trying to give them all they need. But soon there'll be no beds and they'll have to lie on the floor.
How many have died?
The old confessor, Brother Stephen.
And Brother Ernest, too.
Ernest?
He died in his cell. No one even knew he'd fallen ill.
So, it started then.
Ernest wasn't treated. Even mild illness can be deadly without care.
And Stephen's age didn't help either.
When the Black Death last swept the town, it also started slowly. The old, the sick, those no one missed were the first to die. And then we couldn't even bury the dead in time, let alone give them the last rites. Now, the Lord is punishing us for it.
We do have some good news. With Henry's help, we might soon uncover where the infection's coming from.
We know that Brother Yaroslav and that maid both met with Ernest, so the illness must have spread between them.
They all met? Even the maid? Why?
Well, I didn't mean they were all together at the same time. Just that both Yaroslav and Blazhena had encounters with Ernest.
Why would a maid be meeting with Ernest? That makes no sense.
Ernest never left the monastery grounds.
He did, in fact, fairly often. He was one of the few allowed out for work reasons.
Then they must have run into each other by chance, somewhere outside.
Very well, then.
Just breathing the same foul air as someone infected for a while puts you at risk.
And since I found Ernest already dead, we believe he's the one who brought the sickness among the others. If he was the first to die, then he must have been the first to catch it, right?
But where did he catch it?
I don't know yet, Father. But I have certain suspicions. What was his job in the monastery?
Ernest oversaw all building and repair work in the monastery.
And what had he been working on lately?
He'd been supervising repairs in the church. A floor had collapsed above the crypt recently. He was assigning tasks to laborers and overseeing the work.
Which crypt do you mean?
Some important nobles are buried there. But most of all, it's the tomb of my predecessors. May their souls rest in peace.
That might be the source of the foul air. The illness could have spread from the exposed crypt.
I ought to go into the church and inspect everything thoroughly. Especially that crypt.
That's not a good idea. If the illness is really spreading from there, no one should go in.
I understand your concern, Zacharias. But Henry is right. At this point, it's just a supposition. and we must put it to the test.
Enough. What nonsense is this? No one's going into that crypt. The disease is spreading. The infirmary is full. We've already got 2 dead.
Father, I understand you're afraid, but...
Afraid? I'm not afraid. I bear responsibility for the whole monastery.
ये इतना बड़ा dickhead है भाई.
And it's my God-given duty to do everything
Fuck
I can
you.
to protect them from the plague.
Father, wait. Just give us a day. 2 at most. I'll just find out where the sickness came from.
You won't get another hour. The monastery is to be sealed. No one goes in, no one comes out. All the monks are to withdraw to their cells.
What about us? You want to keep us here against our will?
I don't want to, but I must. And at the same time, I humbly ask for your help. Believe me, you'll be repaid when the time is right. You came to me with a certain request. Help me, you may consider it granted.
It's for the best, Albec. Even if it turns out not to be the plague, it's still a deadly illness, and we're within sight of the town. If it spreads to Kuttenberg, it'd be a disaster.
I know. But as you wish. I'm sorry, Henry, but I'm afraid we have no choice.
बंद कर दिया.
Tibi Domine, fratrum nostrum, humiliter commendamus, ut quem in hac vita mortali, immenso semper es prosecutus amore, nunc amadis omnibus liberatum, in requiem in gredi iubias sempiternam. Tuam ergo clementium deprecamur, ut quia prima iam transierunt, illum in paradisum tum begnine perducas, ubi neque luctus, neque clamor, neque dolor erit ultra.
सब बीमार हो जाएंगे भाई ऐसे.
Sed pax et gaudium, cum filio tuo et spiritu sancto in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Brother, praying isn't gonna help. You need to find the illness and treat it. ऐसे पता नहीं religious बंदे. I mean, no disrespect, but it's kind of stupid. No, you have to find the source and stop it. ऐसे बस फैलने वाला है, रुकने नहीं वाला भाई. सब empty हो गया. What the hell? मैं एक चीज मिस किया हूँ. केसीडी में स्टॉर्म नहीं है. स्टॉर्म होता तो अच्छा होता भाई. बहुत कूल लगता. रेन है. That's it. No actual storm.
Well, now.
This whole situation keeps getting worse. How am I meant to treat a disease I know almost nothing about? This can't end well.
Then what do you suggest? The abbot's forbidden us from going anywhere outside the infirmary.
Not only that, he's had the monastery gates shut. No one's allowed in.
Or out. Ludolf's men are even patrolling the grounds. We're literally imprisoned.
Still, something must be done. The beds are nearly full, and there's not endless space on the floor either.
Henry, I know I've no right to ask this of you.
Very.
Oh. Now you're suddenly glad of your escort to the monastery, eh?
For someone who only got here thanks to Albec, you've got a cheek, don't you think?
Fair enough. I didn't expect things to go this way either. But Zacharias is right. Talking won't help us now.
I'm sorry. So what can I do?
Search the church crypt. If there's a plague grave down there, uncovered by that collapse, then at least we'll know for sure.
But surely no one would have buried plague victims there. That's where the abbot's tombs are.
I'm not looking to confirm it. On the contrary, I want to rule it out. I still don't believe we're dealing with plague. I'll stay here and tend to the sick.
Let me assist you, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's enough work here for the both of us. Henry, try speaking with the workers repairing the collapsed floor. In the best case, they might have noticed something. In the worst case, they'll already be showing symptoms of the disease.
And how do I get there? I'm not even supposed to poke my nose outside. The knights are patrolling the grounds.
If they catch him wandering somewhere he shouldn't be, they'll have him thrown out.
And the abbot will find out we're investigating the source of the outbreak despite his explicit orders. But this is about lives. Henry, I believe you can do it. But still, be careful.
I'll do what must be done. Just make sure you look after the sick.
Hold on. In Italy, physicians wear a kind of hood with a mask. It protects them from foul air and perhaps even the plague.
True. I've heard the same in Padua.
Sounds good. But where am I meant to get one around here?
With a bit of skill, you can make it yourself. All you need for the hood is a piece of leather. You'll need to hang fragrant herbs around the collar. Something like mint or sage.
What?
Might as well perfume myself all over.
You jest. But yes. The less foul air you breathe in, the better.
You can use the workbench in the alchemical workshop to make it.
All right. I'll be off then.
Best of luck.
And with you. It's you. I wanted to help you, but it looks like I only made it worse.
जाना नहीं चाहिए था क्या वो क्या मोबाइल
God be with you. What do you need? God be with you. Ah, sakra.
मर गया ब्रदर एक गेम में कुछ गड़बड़ी है व्हाट इज दैट व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन Ecclesia.
St. Wenceslas.
I'll have to watch out for those patrolling knights.
Get mint, get sage. Get some feather rope चाहिए rope कहाँ मिलेगा I like this weather.
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
भाई 50 मिनट ले लिया वो निकाल दे भाई सेज कैसे सेज नहीं है क्या इधर सेज कहाँ मिलेगा सेज? हेलो तो सेज है ही नहीं भाई।
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary that she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold,
Forgive the intrusion, Brother Librarian.
An apology will not spare us this dreadful illness, but obeying the abbot's orders might. Haven't you heard them? I moved in here so I could continue my work and keep the mandated solitude. So leave me in its safe embrace.
I understand, but I've come on an urgent matter.
And I'm urgently asking you to leave me be. I don't want to catch the illness and stand before the Lord.
I understand your fear, but I'm Master Albic's assistant, as you surely know.
Then why aren't you at his side, tending to the poor souls already afflicted?
I've done all I could. And I assure you, your brothers
कितना बड़ा dickhead है।
are being looked after as well as possible. We fear it just as you do. But a man of medicine cannot simply hide from it.
Yes, of course. Naturally, but I'm no man of medicine, so what do you want from me?
A little trust, brother. It's a lot to ask, I know, but believe me, I would never knowingly put you or anyone else in danger. I swear it.
Very well then. At least you sound like you know how much you're asking.
May I ask you a favor, then?
But please, keep it brief.
Brother Librarian, I need your help.
What is it?
This might sound odd, but do you have that book where I could find a recipe for aromatic oil?
My answer may sound even odder. I do. It's on the stand over there. One of my brothers was searching for a recipe, an oil for hardened heels, from working out in our garden. Perhaps it will be of use to you as well.
Chamomile Sage Valerian. Chamomile Sage Valerian. Chamomile Sage Valerian. मैं भूल गया. So Valerian Sage. Sage ही तो नहीं मिला अभी तक. Sage Valerian. I don't. Sage. KCD2 Sage. I think bugged है मेरा game. Or am I tweaking? Oh my god, these are Sage. Are you fucking serious? Three handful of chamomile, a handful of sage, and a handful of valerian. Okay. Prepare. Oil. एक और बता रहा था ना. Chamomile, sage, valerian.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
What are you doing in the garden? Shouldn't you be inside?
What a beautiful day the Lord has given us. I feel in my bones it might rain, though. But no need to dwell on that now.
What are you doing here in the garden?
You know, people often don't cherish the simple gifts life offers. At least not until they lose them. But why shouldn't one rejoice in each day and share that joy with others? Just look. The roses, for instance. Such splendor. I planted them here myself, years ago.
Buddy, those are not
The
roses.
other monks?
Those are poppies.
It's beautiful here. The birds don't sing like they used to, but at least I can still watch them. Don't you wish you could fly too? Soaring on the wind and gazing upon the wonders of the world.
Are you even listening to me? I'm asking why you're not inside.
I heard you.
Well?
You're asking what I'm doing in the garden. Just look around. Where else could I wish to be in this very moment?
Inside? Because there's a contagious illness roaming around?
Look at me. What could some illness possibly take from old Brother Constantine? By the way, you look spry, full of strength. May I ask a small favor of you?
First, I want to know what it is.
You see, I didn't tell any of the brothers I was going out into the garden. That wasn't the wisest thing. I'd need you to let one of them know I'm all right, so he doesn't worry needlessly.
I'll help you. But who exactly should I give the message to? And where can I find him?
Find Brother Athanasius. He should be in the dormitory above the library.
All right. I'll find him and deliver the message.
Till we meet again.
What?
O Lord, forgive us our sins and spare us of your wrath.
You're not supposed to be here.
Brother, forgive the intrusion, but I have a favor to ask of you.
Very well. But before I hear you out, are you Athanasius by any chance?
Yes, that's me.
Brother Constantine wants to...
Constantine? You know where he is? Is he all right? Has something happened to him?
Don't worry, he's fine. And he looks content.
But then why hasn't he come back? Is he lost? Does he need help?
I don't think it's that. It seems he just doesn't want to come back.
What do you mean, doesn't want to? You have to convince him somehow. We can't let him stay out there alone.
I think Constantine should stay in the garden. I won't try to talk him into coming back.
But what if something happens to him? Do you want that on your conscience?
It's his decision. And besides, there's no danger in the garden. He's in the fresh air.
Perhaps you're right. But it doesn't bring peace to my heart. All we can do now is pray for him.
Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. The word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
Giver of all good things, grant me strength. I
Looks like someone's not hungry.
What do you want?
renounce all sin.
Everything all right?
Go. Just go, please.
I don't mean to disturb you. I just wondered if something had happened. Do you need help?
All right. Just give me a moment.
What's the matter?
The brothers have kept their distance ever since the monastery was closed. But I haven't seen you here before.
My name's Henry. I came with Master Albie. And it seems like just in time.
You're right. Forgive me. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name's Vincent.
Nice to meet you. Say, Vincent, I heard you all the way from the hall. Did something happen?
I can't.
You shouldn't bottle it up. What's the point of avoiding the illness if you're just going to waste away in here?
I haven't told a soul about it yet. I was afraid they'd take it the wrong way.
I'm neither a confessor nor a friar. Whatever it is, I'm not going to judge you.
I don't know why, but I feel like I can trust you. Maybe it was divine providence that led you to me.
Of course.
You have to promise me you won't speak of it in front of the others.
Of course. I promise.
Have you ever had frightening dreams, Henry?
You mean nightmares?
Something like that. When you're haunted in your sleep by visions full of horror and despair.
Aye. Sometimes grim memories come flooding back in my sleep. Then I always feel relieved when I wake up in the morning.
So you understand me. But this is something a bit different. Imagine waking up from sleep. You're lucid. Your eyes can open.
I think I can manage that.
Lucid dreams.
The dream doesn't fade. Your mind is awake, but your body can't move. You want to scream, call for help, but you can't make a sound.
Sleep paralysis.
What would you do in that moment?
Sleep paralysis.
And this happened to you? You woke up and couldn't move?
Not just that. Far worse. I began to pray silently, begging the Lord to free me from that prison.
Paralysis.
The more I focused, the more it felt like I was burning in the flames of hell. Usually, those invisible chains release me in time, but other times...
You mean to tell me it's happened to you more than once?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I saw a white light slowly filling my cell, but other times I was surrounded by a heavy red mist. Satan sent his servants to shake the foundations of my faith.
Servants of Satan? You saw them?
Last night, one of them revealed itself to me. It was a succubus.
What?
Begone, Satan, never tempt me with your vanities. What you offer me is evil. Drink the poison.
Why don't I have...
What happened there?
Bro, मुझे चाहिए succubus.
So, I turned to the Archangel Michael to help me in the fight against the forces of darkness. But now I'm afraid to fall asleep. He's waiting for me. And he'll strike again.
Has this ever happened to you before?
Now that I think about it, yes. A long time ago when I was a lad.
Excellent.
Before I entered the monastic life, something sat on my chest at night. I couldn't move or cry out. It was shortly after my father died. He passed suddenly. I took it hard back then.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago.
What did the demon look like?
It was a succubus. It takes the form of a woman to awaken desire in men and lead them astray.
What do you mean, lead them astray?
I need it.
She tempts you to
Yes.
I've met women like that too.
That's not amusing.
Sorry. Bad joke. I think you can rest easy. Maybe it's the devil himself tempting you. But resisting his lures, avoiding evil and doing good, that's our calling. You're more honest in faith than most folk I've met, including priests.
If this is a test of faith, I'll do everything I can to pass it.
I understand your fear. Everyone's on edge here, but you have even more reason to be. I could pray with you, if you'd like.
Yes. Let us pray.
Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him.
O Prince of the heavenly hosts, by the power of God, thrust into hell Satan and all.
Amen. Try this decoction.
मेरे सारे दिया इसको. इसको imagine में poison. No.
Sorry. I don't think I have the right post.
That's a shame.
रुको कौन सा देना होगा? रुको. I don't want to give him anything worse. Sleep paralysis. कैमोमाइल रू स्लीपिंग एड कैमोमाइल अच्छा होगा क्या
Try this.
कैमोमाइल क्या करता है फॉर वन स्लीप एड कैमोमाइल ही देता हूँ
It might not drive away the devil himself, but at least you'll get some rest.
I hope you're right. Thank you.
How are you feeling now?
As if all fear has left me, at least for a while. Thank you, Henry. Selflessly aiding one's neighbor is a great virtue.
I'm glad we had this talk too.
Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
I think I've heard that one before. Take care, Vincent.
God be with you.
Careful.
You can't be here.
You'd best move along.
Strange. What's that?
Oh Lord, forgive us our sins.
ना dirty हो रहा है I can't even fucking wash my clothes in the fucking pond. Look at that. I want gate cleaner. बात कहाँ लूँ भाई? He's going to do laundry. Can follow here. So there is no fucking bath. No way. Quest tip store. Stinky Henry playthrough. I guess since there's nothing else I can do.
Is there anything I can help you with around here?
Leave the treatment to us. But Dinesh did mention he's been having trouble with Solarius.
What's it about?
About food supplies. Even before the monastery was closed, old Julian was a miser. But now we have to haggle over every morsel.
You really think I can do something about it?
Couldn't hurt to try. Go and speak to Dinesh. He'll explain what's what.
I've got a few more questions about that.
What do you want to know?
Can you tell me where to find the things?
You can get the rope and leather almost anywhere. I'd say you'll find some lying around the construction site. And you can gather herbs from Yocham's garden.
And the recipe for the fragrance?
The monastery
That's all.
Instruction.
Oh, sucker!
I heard you've been having some trouble getting supplies for the infirmary.
That's right. Old Julian seems to think the sick can live on decoctions and ointments. We get nothing but scraps.
Well, if they want to let them starve, I don't know why they need two famed physicians for it.
My thoughts exactly. I've told him 100 times, but he just keeps saying he's praying for them. As if that would help.
Well, maybe I could try speaking to the Solarius myself and see if I can, persuade him.
I won't stop you, but I've tried everything I could think of.
Try to persuade him. He's bound to respond to something.
That old man only hears what he wants. But good luck.
What's that? I must be mad. Huh. Huh. Strange.
Let me sleep.
Don't you?
See you later.
I'd like to ask you something.
Look, I don't want to meddle in anything. Go and...
Take care and have a pleasant evening.
I need to ask you something.
Look, you probably shouldn't be here, right? You heard the talk. They say there's some pestilence going round.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. Tell me everything you know, or a disease will be the least of your worries.
All right, no need to get worked up. Fine, what do you want to know?
Have you noticed anything odd lately? Suspicious?
What, during work? We're at it from dusk till dawn. No time to be watching what's going on.
Sure, but while you're working, you must hear a thing or two. You know how folk chatter while they work.
Well, I suppose there are two groups of workers here. Us lot working above ground, and another lot working down in the crypt. We don't talk to each other much.
Why not?
They're a right bunch of bastards. Maybe because they've been at it longer than us. They hardly ever come up before we knock off. Some of them probably even sleep down there. Ugh.
Why are there two crews here?
We take care of everything above ground. They're dealing with that collapse into the crypt. We hardly ever see each other.
Where can I find the other crew?
Their tents are right next to the monastery wall.
Who's in charge of your lot?
Andra, our foreman. But the work's clearly laid out. He doesn't have time to be breathing down our necks all the time.
I haven't seen him around. Where can I find him?
No idea. Truth be told, I haven't seen him myself in a while.
And that doesn't strike you as odd?
You think, what, he's sick too?
Well, he's definitely not in the infirmary. Hopefully he's all right. Thanks. That'll be all.
रोप कहाँ से मिलेगा मेरे को?
You best move along.
Excuse me?
Wait a second. Stag किया किसी ने?
I hear you and Denesh are having a bit of a dispute over food supplies for the infirmary.
A dispute? Is that what he told you?
Well, not in those words exactly.
I really would like to help, but you must understand that I can't. No one knows how long the monastery will stay closed. The whole convent has to live off the supplies, and if we are to endure, we all have to tighten our belts.
And what about the abbot? Will he tighten his belt too, or is he exempt?
Don't insult his grace in my presence. Father Jan fasts regularly and sets an example for us all.
Since you brought up the supplies, how much is actually left? Are we talking days, weeks, months?
Months. Not even in my most hopeful dreams. With small portions, fasting, and assuming we don't get a hailstorm that destroys what's yet to be harvested, we'll last 2 weeks. 3 if we're lucky.
Then Albic had better get a move on. Where are the food supplies actually kept?
The flour's in the mill, the wine in the cellar, and the rest I keep myself, so no one gets ideas about helping themselves at the expense of others. And let me warn you, I've counted everything. If anything goes...
All right. Look, I know it's difficult for you, but we can't just let the poor infirm. If you help me, I'll be glad to repay them.
Well, to tell you the truth, magpies have built a nest in the tree in the monastery garden. They perch on rooftops, screech like mad, and I can't get any and they're so brazen. One of them stole my spectacles yesterday.
Sorry.
Then I'm afraid
I wanted to...
Don't think...
You said you were having...
Too right,
I'll see what I...
All right, all right.
All right. How else can you...
Other than shrinking portions and thinning out the gruel and broth with water when the Black Death ravaged the land. Solarius...
perform...
Don't blaspheme! But it's true that he kept most of the brethren...
Where could I learn more about it?
There might be a small manuscript in the library.
Oh, another cistern. And I still don't know where that water is coming from. Here, in the middle of the monastery.
एक सेकंड में खा लेता
Huh? Did I imagine it?
मैं मांग होगा तो ऐसे गाना
Brother Librarian.
What is it?
I found a recipe for an aromatic oil.
Oils are usual.
Till we meet again.
Kitty! Kitty!
बिल्ली आई बे यार fuck
Till we meet again.
Let me have some water.
Till we meet again.
मुझे पैन कहाँ गया? What the fuck? Go look in the President Vandalin wrote a book that from. Where the fuck is the book, bro? Oh, Vandalin. Are you fucking serious? My fucking god, there is no way it's really. I can't find this. To the first shelf on the left side.
Crayfish, the poor man's salmon, by Salarius Vendelin. Ah, this must be what Julian was talking about. Might come in handy. Seems Vendelin at least had a sense of humour.
I suppose I should look by the pond or the hatcheries.
And how much to catch fish? Scissor, there's no fishing in this game. What the fuck? What am I supposed to catch? Hmm. Oh god, this is one of the worst fucking design I have. Oh my god. भाई किसने वो डिजाइन किया ये फालतू का? एक मिला. I'm going nuts.
Nearly cost me a finger. That's sorted. But maybe I'll find a few more here.
ब्लीडिंग हो रहा है। ग्रेट।
Right, that'll do. Better not pick them all.
ये तो सेब है भाई खाने के लिए। नेक्स्ट शॉट हो गया थ्योरी.
Let me sleep.
Did I imagine it?
You aren't supposed to be here. Greetings to you too. We're under quarantine. Did you hear? What's it going to be?
What? We're under quarantine, didn't you hear?
You'd best move along.
Now that looks a bit dodgy.
Hey? I must be mad.
Huh? I heard something.
I'm sick of this place. Same here. That prick gives me the creeps. He should get boarded up.
Better guarding up here than down there.
That's true.
We ought to do another sweep, just in case.
Who even tries moving in? Now,
Never know.
you say so. Come on.
Huh?
I've got everything I need to make the plague mask.
Now, just to actually make it.
How do I craft?
I hope this works.
मेरा बेड कहाँ है?
Huh. Strange.
Let's hope the mast does the trick.
A map of the underground. They were robbing the graves.
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, rotting corpses. A drawing of some kind of cross. Hey? What's this?
Bastard. You must know about Bavo. Hey! What the?
You're the one who locked me in there.
How did you get out?
Why the fuck did you do that? Wait, you're the foreman, aren't you?
Shut up. You found Bavo, didn't you? Hand it over.
What the hell are you on about? What do you want from me?
You know what I'm on about, Kavar. And I know he's here somewhere. Boslav Bavo.
Calm down and drop the weapon, or I'll report you to the abbot.
And how would you do that? You're not getting out of here alive. I'll rip it out of your cold, dead hands when I'm done with you. It'll look like an accident. You weren't supposed to be here. We tried to stop you. But it's high, and you broke your neck.
You've completely lost it.
That doesn't matter anymore. Or anything else. Die! That's a fight. I'll bury you alive right here. No one will hear you.
वो मैं खा भी नहीं सकता तो वेपन नहीं है
You should have handed it over.
Shit! Show your stuff!
Fucking hell!
Hey! Get him!
Fuck you! Bad luck! Yeah, fuck you! It's a slaughter!
I need to get back to Albic.
कैरिज्मा मेरा गिर गया है. Eat. Let's get out of here.
I've got your spectacles.
Show me.
Don't worry.
Praise the Lord.
And what about our deal? As they say, quid pro quo.
Don't come at me with Latin, lad. If you have the nerve to ask, just say what you want.
You said you consider giving the infirmary a larger food share.
Did I say that?
Aye. In return for bringing back your spectacles from the magpie nest I had to knock down.
So, Are my spectacles the only thing you found in the nest?
It was completely empty otherwise. I suppose the magpies realized they were on sacred ground.
All right then. Take the supplies for the infirmary here. But God help you if you think of stealing anything. There's not much food left, so use it wisely. Hungry mouths will make it vanish quick as a flash.
We're under quarantine, didn't you hear? You aren't supposed to be here.
I was just leaving.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me?
I'm going.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me?
I'm going, really.
Too late. Surrender and I'll take you to the abbot. I've had enough. You're under arrest.
अबे यार मैं रास्ता ही भूल गया. So fucking annoying.
What's that sound?
Oof. Where the fuck is Cobbler? There is no armor.
I got more food for the infirmary.
Should I ask how you managed it?
You wouldn't believe me anyway.
You won't surprise me that easily, but suit yourself. Let's see then. Oh, well, it's not much, but it should last a little while.
अरे नहीं नहीं मेरे को सब देना है. I don't know to wash myself. Wash off all, yeah.
What do you want?
I got more.
You won't surprise. My word, where'd you get all that? Is there anything left for the rest of the monastery?
Does it matter?
True enough. This place needs it most anyway.
I don't give a shit about.
Christ, Albic, what happened? Are you all right?
I am, yes. But it looks like we've been robbed.
Why? And who did it, for Christ's sake?
Gentlemen, please. Keep it down. You're disturbing the patients. For God's sake. What happened here? What a mess.
What do you think? Someone was clearly looking for something.
But there's nothing of value here.
Well, actually...
Albec! You brought them here? What were you thinking?
And was I supposed to leave them unsupervised?
And? Were they stolen?
Thank the Lord, no. I still had them on me.
Can someone tell me what exactly was nearly stolen?
As you know, Henry, I spent a good part of my life at King Wenceslas's court, tending to his health. Thanks to that, I learned much about his private life, what ailed him, how and when he got injured, and what treatments I used. I recorded all my findings and methods, partly in case anyone cast doubts on them, and partly for others to copy, if necessary. If these detailed records were to fall into the wrong hands, I dare not imagine the consequences.
Plenty of folk would pay handsomely for them.
Or try to steal them for that very reason. Who could have got in and made such a mess?
I was busy tending the sick. I noticed nothing.
Nor did I, I'm afraid. There's work here for 3 more physicians.
That actually made it quite easy for the culprit.
But we still don't know who to suspect.
Surely you realize the abbot himself might be interested in those records.
Father Jan? Nonsense. We've known each other for years.
Not quite well enough. When he heard you were coming, he was pressing me to persuade you to let him read them.
But that's out of the question. Absolutely not.
That's exactly what I told him. The look on his face. If looks could kill, I'd be dead.
How did he even hear about them?
Their existence is no secret. Even King Sigismund mentioned them to me once or twice. And if he ever said anything in front of the abbot...
And the thief waited until the monastery was closed?
So, Albec isn't leaving. Even if he wanted to.
Let's not jump to conclusions. And don't start pointing fingers. Henry, go and ask Brother Benedict and Dinesh in the infirmary if they noticed anything. Maybe we'll get lucky.
All right, then. I'll return to my patients and pretend nothing's amiss. No need to alarm them over this.
Right. Agreed.
Really? Yeah, I knew that about his fucking loading.
Whoever it was, they went through everything thoroughly.
Lord have mercy.
The lock's not damaged. Someone had the key.
Someone had the key, so definitely Abbott. No shit.
God be with you.
Did you notice anything suspicious this past hour?
One of the sick men has been throwing up constantly, and I suspect another one's faking it to skip work.
No, I need to know if anyone's been nosing around our room.
I spent most of my time with the vomiting one, or out in the yard scrubbing his bedding. I didn't see anyone.
Someone went through our room, or rather tossed it all about. Likely looking for something.
And what about the alchemy lab? Was that turned over too?
No. I think that one's untouched.
Oh, thank God. I'll go check it anyway, just to be sure. Was anything stolen?
That's the thing. Nothing was taken, so we don't even know what they were after.
I should have been more watchful, right? I'm sorry. I promise I'll keep a better eye on things from now on.
Don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault.
God be with you.
ये फेक कर रहा है कोई तो.
Careful.
Did you see anyone go in or out of our room?
I'm not sure. I think I saw a monk go in. I couldn't say who.
A monk? You mean Benedict?
No, it wasn't him. But hard to say. Damn it, why do they all look the same in here?
It's not exactly helpful, I know. Any idea when that was?
Roughly an hour ago. Maybe 2. Has something happened?
Damn it. Never mind. Better if you ask Zacharias. I spoke with Benedict and Dennis. Neither noticed a thing.
I thought as much. So, we still know nothing?
I might have something, but I'm not sure yet how it ties to those records.
What do you mean?
I went down to the crypt, and I found open tombs and rotting corpses.
Good God!
No sign of a mass grave, though. Just individual tombs.
That's both good and bad news. At least we can now rule out the plague. But if the workers caught something from the air around those tombs, then anyone else could catch it too. Why did they even open them?
They were probably looking for something inside. I found this sketch.
That looks like the emblem of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But why would they look for it among deceased abbots? Even putting aside that it... Sacrilege. I don't see the connection.
Nor do I. But there must be one, because they locked me in the crypt over it.
What?
He was the workers' foreman. He kept going on about some Bavor. He must have thought I'd found whatever they were after. I tried explaining I hadn't the faintest idea what he meant, but he went completely mad. In the end, he came at me.
And?
Well, I had to defend myself. God rest his soul.
I'm at my wit's end. Under normal circumstances, I'd report it, but maybe we'd better keep all this to ourselves. For now, at least. That Bavor fellow, the name means nothing to me, but I'd suggest mentioning it to Librarian Crispin. With luck, he'll find something in the archives that sheds some light on how it all connects to those open tombs. But best do it tomorrow. This evening's been more than enough. One adventure a day is plenty.
Agreed. Let's clear up the room, then sleep.
We'll be wiser come morning.
Ooh. Brother.
Yapping beast. Kick its ass. You stop that, for Christ.
What the hell?
Fuck's sake.
Bro, you're gonna die. What the fuck? Is he fucking mad or something?
Good morning, everyone. I trust you've had a decent sleep. The sick are waiting, and being tired doesn't excuse us from our duties.
All right, give me a moment. Then we'll go and check on the patients. And where's Benedict, anyway?
If I may, gentlemen. Haven't you heard? There was a fire here last night.
A fire? Here at the monastery?
The small shed by the mill house burned down, but it was probably just an unfortunate accident. Thank the Lord it's all over now.
And no one was hurt?
Well, that's the thing. No one burned, but there were 2 men in the shed. Or rather, 2 bodies.
Bodies? Whose were they, for God's sake?
That... I don't know, sir.
And how do you know they didn't die in the flames? Just because they weren't burnt to cinders doesn't prove anything.
I didn't see them, but they said there were no burns, and it didn't look like they'd suffocated either.
So, how did they end up there? What killed them? Didn't anyone tell you about them?
They were sent to be washed, but the washers noticed, signs.
Who found them? And how did he get them out?
Elijah, one of the lay brothers. He ran into the flames thinking he could save them, but they were already dead.
And what was he doing outside in the middle of the night? You don't suppose he had something to do with it?
He's never been any trouble. There's no reason to suspect him.
How do you know about these signs? Did someone examine them?
No, they were only to be washed, but when the signs of illness were spotted, the abbot ordered them locked away in the hops store. Ludolf promised he'd send one of his men to guard the door. No one is to go near them.
That was highly irresponsible. Someone needs to examine them thoroughly. We can't afford uncertainty.
You want to bring them to the infirmary with the others? No. No, let them stay locked away somewhere separate.
Are you afraid the other sick might get even worse? At least we could have them all in one place.
Was anyone else there besides Elijah?
No, or at least no one I know of. I'll leave you to it now. If you need me, I'll be with the sick.
I'm going too. Disease? Fire? What next? A swarm of locusts?
First they ransacked my room, now this. I don't like it one bit.
Do you think the fire's got anything to do with what they were after in your chambers?
Who knows? I feel like someone wants us gone, and they're trying to frighten us into leaving.
All the more reason to get to the bottom of this.
But I can hardly go poking around myself to find out what really happened.
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
Maybe Zacharias was right after all.
क्या भाई क्या है या रुको यही बेस्ट है पर इससे ज्यादा लोग सारे ये थे ये बेस्ट होगा Okay, man.
You never know when an aid like that might come in handy. So, what's your plan?
Quite a few things, actually. I'll take a look around the burned down shed. There might still be some clues.
Good idea. It might have just been an accident, but it won't hurt to make sure.
I should probably speak with the lay brother who pulled the bodies out of the flames.
Elijah, right? But be gentle. No one should have to go through what he did last night.
What about the corpses? You said you wanted to examine them.
And that's what I'll do. We can't afford doubts when there's a deadly illness spreading.
But Benedict said the abbot forbade it, and that one of the knights is watching over them.
If he's got any sense at all, he'll understand this is serious. A proper diagnosis.
Someone searched our room just a while ago. And who knows what they'd do if they caught you wandering around alone. I won't have that on my conscience. Better you stay here, and I'll sort it somehow.
So what you're saying is, use an unorthodox approach.
Well, I'm no physician like you, but I've learned a lot about the illness.
Yes.
I'm your apprentice.
That won't.
भाई KCD1 में.
I'll explain to him the same way you did to me. We need to examine them and find out what was wrong with them, or we'll never get anywhere with treatment.
That's probably best. But you must examine them thoroughly. And don't be repulsed.
Well, I've picked up a few things already, so I think I can manage.
I pray I'll have your confidence when God sends for me. If you're not sure, just try to remember what you saw. If you describe it to me later, I should be able to...
I can't think of anything else.
Nor can I. Well then, best of luck.
I must be mad. Strange.
Kitty, Kitty.
ये बिल्ली क्या नहीं आएगा क्या?
I'm investigating the source of that illness that's been spreading around here, and I could use your learned knowledge.
I'm listening.
I came across a rather peculiar name, Boleslav Bavor. Does that ring a bell? Are there any records on him, perhaps?
Boleslav Bavor? I know that name. Long ago, just after taking my vows, I briefly looked into his legacy. There was some connection to the monastery crypt, if I recall.
Really? Because I actually came across it in the crypt.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I ran into some laborers down there. From what I gathered, they were trying to rob some of the graves, and they were looking for Bavor, or something connected to him.
By Christ, they were after the relic.
What are you talking about? What relic?
There's a possibility that Bavor was buried here along with a certain relic. That's what got me interested back then.
What sort of relic are we talking about?
I don't know exactly, but certainly something very rare. I believe it's linked to Jesus Christ himself, but I can't tell you for sure right now. It's been many years, and even back then I never found anything substantial apart from Bavor's records of his travels. In the end, I concluded that the whole tale of the relic was likely just Bavor's own fabrication.
But why would the workers suddenly be looking for it now? How could they have found out?
It's certainly a strange coincidence. Then again, there are all sorts of lies and half-truths circulating out there about our monastery, unfortunately.
You know what? मैं washroom जा रहा हूँ.
Especially tales of long-sealed treasures and hidden cellars full of silver. If even a sliver of it were true.
It still feels like too much of a coincidence to me.
You'd be surprised what people will believe when tempted by the prospect of riches. And we don't have any better explanation right now. Either way, we must report it to the abbot without delay. Robbing the dead is disgraceful.
You're right. The abbot ought to be told, but it's probably not wise to burden him with it now. Right now, we need to deal with the illness. Once
अरे
things have settled down,
पानी ही नहीं रहा मैं भूल गया बैठ मैं बैठ Hey guys, I'm back.
what they deserve. Besides, we've got almost no proof yet. If I manage to investigate the matter a bit more thoroughly, I might stumble on something.
Still, it's a serious thing. We mustn't wait too long.
Of course. Once I've gathered the evidence, I'll explain everything to the abbot straight away. And now I'd like to take a proper look at Bavor's travel records.
Of course. Give me a few moments. I'll find them for you. And I believe Bavor's name also appeared in some old accounts. I'll try to track those down too. Here you go. Bavor's travel records about his journey through the Holy Land.
So Bavor gave the monastery a generous donation and paid for a chapel mural painting. Let's take a look at the travel records. According to the journal, Bavor had himself buried here with his holy treasure. That sounds pretty clear. And why did Crispin think the relic wasn't real?
Well, are you still so enamored with...
I read the journal. A lovely tale. It really brought the Holy Land to life.
मेरा स्ट्रीम अटक गया क्या मेरे फोन में स्ट्रीम अटक गया होल्ड ऑन फोन में कुछ हो रहा है वेट 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 रीशेयर करने दो फक चलो हाँ यार क्या झमेला हो रखा है मेरे घर वाले. I don't know. Wait, फटक से झमेला खत्म कर लेता हूँ, then I'll continue with the stream.
And it says the relic Bavor acquired was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
I do search for your dread venture to the crypt.
And what did you do after that?
Once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter before the abbot, but not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. May the Lord grant him eternal peace. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale was likely at least partly, perhaps entirely, made up.
Why would it be made up? Surely Sir Boleslav wouldn't lie about something so serious.
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave's missing, the relic's nowhere to be found. Can you think of another explanation, then?
Excellent. अब मैं क्या ही कर रहा हूँ. I'm just gonna complete this area part, ठीक है, then I will go, to be honest.
But why would Bavor do that? What would he gain by deceiving everyone here?
If memory serves, he had some disputes over property. Maybe he wanted to improve his reputation.
That's mentioned in the text, but lies wouldn't. Opposite, if he'd been.
कौन टैग कर रहा है मेरे को बार भाई? I am losing my shit in here. A new patch is rolling out. It close help of PS4 trophies to be transferred. Excellent.
You'd be surprised how short-sighted some folk can be. But I agree. Something about it doesn't sit right.
And what about the mural mentioned in the accounts? Does it really exist?
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves. It depicts several scenes from Bavor's alleged adventures.
Well, then that proves Bavor's story wasn't just made up. Surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a mural in the main church if he hadn't believed it was true.
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe him too.
All the more reason I want to see it for myself.
No harm in trying. At the very least, it's a fine piece of work.
Bavor mentions in his journal that he received a great fortune from the King of Cyprus, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery. Do you think that was made up too?
They confirm at best that Bavor had wealth, not where it came from. According to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained that fortune by plundering or as spoils of war, and the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to mask the dishonorable origin of his riches.
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen plenty of wrongdoings, even here in Bohemia. And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fortress, or who knows, bought up a mine. He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about a heroic journey halfway across the world, don't you think?
I'm no expert in fraud, but yes, he chose a rather complicated cover-up if that's what it was.
The account books mention that Bavor had a sarcophagus made at his own expense.
That's possible. Does it mean anything?
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. Masonry work like that is no small matter, and it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here. Then he wasn't even buried here.
You're right. I never made that connection before.
And then there's the relic. If Bavor had just wanted to raise his reputation with a good story, why claim to have gained something so rare?
Perhaps out of vanity? There's no shortage of that among the nobility.
But his tale's already heroic enough without it. Making up a relic would only draw unwanted attention.
That's a good point. It'd be too risky.
Don't you think this whole thing is a bit too complicated? Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction. He told me I'd be better off letting it go.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on real, meaningful work.
Why didn't you stand your ground?
I couldn't argue with the abbot. What he said went. And I was just a lowly monk, barely past my vows. I had to obey. In time, I learned to let some things lie. Those who dig too deep may uncover what they'd rather not.
I'm not blaming you, but I think it's time we reopened that old inquiry of yours and saw it through. And maybe we'll finally unravel Bavor's mystery together.
If that relic really does exist, and it surfaced now, it'd surely be a sign from the Lord, a sign of hope in these desperate times.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've not even found Bavor's tomb. Without it, we're stuck. I'll return to the crypt and see if the workers left any trace.
I might have missed something myself back then. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of Bavor's family coat of arms I came across years ago. According to this, you'll know if it's truly the grave of Sir Boleslav. Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a drawing of the Jerusalem cross. But if he was buried under his family crest, no wonder they opened the wrong graves.
Yes, that could be it. Study that sketch well, so you won't make the same mistake.
Thank you. I'll head off at once.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders, the disease, all this misfortune.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal rest of those buried there.
I get it. Okay guys, that should be it for today's stream, to be honest. We have played for quite a bit. कितने घंटे से खेलो? पकड़ लो, almost 4 घंटे. That should be it. We'll continue it. Cease offenses are punished by banished from its. Okay, sure, alright. See ya, guys.